I'm going to build a God Squad from this 0 overall team in 1 week. In my last video in this series, I gave myself 24 hours to build the best team possible in a single day, and I got up to a 95 overall. But today I'm extending that and giving myself a week to build out this team. And during this week, I have 5 challenges I must complete. Get our team to a 97 overall, get our first 98 overall player or better, become a mutt millionaire, pull a 99 overall from a pack without spending money, of course, and win a Super Bowl in a single attempt. But I only have 1 week to get this done, so we need to get going immediately. I quickly went into my AKA cruise challenges because you can get a free 99 overall at the end of them. Doing this was also leveling me up a ton and getting me all kinds of experience and rewards along the way, but we still weren't quite done enough, so we had to keep going along with them. And sure enough, after going through a number of more solos and spending about another hour on them, we got here. We just wrapped up all of our AKA solos, which is pretty much the main goal of today, was to just get all of these done. But we have a decent amount of packs to open now, including this high Infinite Flux 97 overall, a Season 6 token pack, and then of course our 98 overall AKA Cruise pack from the Comp Pass. We also had a ton of these AKA Cruise tokens because I saved them up the whole time, so I'm not going to bore you guys with all of those, but we also got a ton of these packs. They gave us 91 overall players, and then some lower overall cards that we're just going to end up quick selling just so we can build out the rest of the team and give people abilities. And we also got this pack, which gave us another free 97 overall from the Infinite Flux promo, and we decided to go with the best option, which is this left guard Steve Avila. We got another token to upgrade another set player, and then we got a playmaker pack, which gave us this 94 overall Icky Wood. And then we got to open our 98 AKA champion that we got from the Comp Pass. This pack, I'm not exactly sure who we're going to take. There's a lot of really good cards in here. The Keeb Talib and Chris Harris, who are 2 of the best cornerbacks in the entire game, in my opinion. The one I'm most interested in, though, is this Amon-Ra St. Brown, I have to say. 98 speed. He, of course, gets a route tech built in. I think it's a really, really nice card. And this Cooper Kupp just isn't very good, but we really need a #1 wide receiver for this team. I think that's exactly what this Amon-Ra could be. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to take. That's who we need. We need a great wide receiver, and that's exactly what Amon-Ra is. And, of course, one of our challenges was to get our first 98 overall, so that is our first challenge complete. Which is good for me, because if I fail to get all of these challenges done, I'm giving away a copy of Madden 25 and College Football 25 to one of my lucky subscribers in the comment section down below. We went straight into using our B&D AKA tokens from the AKA solos on this. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Richard Sherman, Bruce Irvin. I'm not sure which one to go with here. It's actually a really tough choice. It's going to be B&D, so we can't actually sell it. I'm going to be honest, guys. We're going to go with Tyreek Hill. I mean... It may be stupid to go back-to-back receivers, but now we don't have to upgrade a receiver at all, like ever. This Tyreek is actually one of the best wide receivers in the game. He gets Jukebox, and he gets a built-in route tech. We then went on and bought our 1-coin offers. We ended up getting 2 89+ packs, and we didn't really pull much in the first pack or the second one. Then we decided to open up a mystery pack. Oh, no, we get a gold player. Are you kidding me? Oh! And then I went through and quick sold a bunch of the players that we aren't going to be using anymore because we have a lot of big upgrades we're making. Because if we're going to win a Super Bowl, we need to upgrade the team in every position. So I decided to gamble on this 97+, 600,000 training pack, and this is what happened. This is our one roll we can do. I want to see a 99 pull. We need it to gamble. Please, 99, 99, 99, 99, 97 Kyle Pitts. That's enough to make me cry. It was just one of many bad choices I'd make throughout this video. It's called gambling for a reason. You can either get something good or you can get slapped in the face with EA's fat wiener. But after opening a few more packs and quick selling a few more cards, we decided to do our best team overall, and we are at a 96 overall to end off day 2. But tomorrow we're going to have some big decisions to make because we need to decide which solos we're going to do between the draft, Ultimate Legends, and Theme Team All-Stars. But ending off on day 2 with this team is an absolute W. At the start of day 3, I decided that we needed to finish up the rest of our Ultimate Legend solos so we can get another free player for us to sell. Super easy solos for us to run through, especially with our brand new Amon-Ra St. Brown with an always active X Factor, and we breezed through all of these very easily. It only took just maybe an hour or so. And as we went along through all of these, we were getting these Ultimate Legend tokens, which will help us get a really nice card later on. But before redeeming those tokens, I decided to make Kevin Mawai a 98 overall. Then we made our 94 to 97 97 overall pack, and we chose Darrell Revis. Pretty much my goal with this is to make this 99 Revis corner just so we can have as many coins as possible. I was looking on the mutt.gg auction house, and we can maybe make an extra like 15 to 20k making the set as opposed to just selling those cards individually. But we get 99 Revis, which is obviously an amazing card. I want to keep him for the team, but we need to build the rest of the team out as is. So we're just going to put him up for a good 626 and hope he sells pretty much instantly because we can get a ton of upgrades with a 99 overall. And after that, I noticed that the soundtrack was playing this whole time. It's probably the worst soundtrack in Madden history. Like, my eyes are bleeding just looking at the names of these songs. But after that, I decided to start selling some cards and go into the auction house to start upgrading positions, like getting Xavier Worthy, who has 99 speed, and this Bo Jackson, who has an always-on X factor. And just a little bit through day 3, our team is looking extremely nice. Now, every single decision I make throughout this video is going to affect my team for the next month, because if I win the Super Bowl, I'm going to spend another 3 weeks building this team and try and get it to a 99 overall. So if you're enjoying this one right now, be sure to stick around because I'm going to be dropping that in the coming weeks. And then we were off to finish some more of our solos, and Michael Vick made the most ridiculous play I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Watch this. What the hell was that? Michael Vick just turned into a freaking Bakugan, dude. But we were doing our Ring of Honor solos because we would get some nice upgrades from this, and a very important upgrade. Using Michael Vick, Eric Dickerson, and JJ Watt, we were able to unlock this token, which will help us with a player we're getting shortly. But I also decided to sell our Joe Burrow. It was time to get an upgrade at QB. Then we decided to run through some of our Ring of Honor packs, and we really didn't pull much. And then I ripped open a mystery pack, got this weekly wildcard elite player, and we got a decent pull. But my gambling habits got the best of me, and I bought this pack for almost 200,000 coins. All right, let's see if we can get anything good out of these. I would love to see an amazing pull. Obviously, we're gambling a lot of our coins right now as we get Night Train Lane. That's a good pull. That's a good pull. As long as we get a couple more good pulls, we make what we just spent on these. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 34 should be like 40k, maybe something like that. 30k, okay. We've made over 100k so far from the first 2 packs. Justin Herbert, okay, that helps as well. Final one, 98, 98, 98, 98, 98. 94! Yeah, we definitely made coins back on all of those. That's fantastic. And we ended up deciding to sell all of those players we just pulled, and we pretty much gained a little bit of coins after selling all of them. It was honestly a W. We upgraded a player. We almost bought Vince Wilfork QB, and then we looked at all the coins that were raining in from selling players. And then I went back to gambling. I'm gonna buy a couple of these all-star packs, and I was so lucky that these paid off, bro. Kyle Pitts, 97. Oh my goodness. W pull. Let's go, baby. Brock Bowers. Travis Etienne. Okay, it's not bad. So I sold those guys. They ended up getting bought off the auction house. And we may have bought back our Joe Burrow to quick sell him and gamble on another pack. And we got our greatest pull of the series so far, boys. All right, let's see what we get in here. I want to pull something really nice. Please, a 99 overall. Oh my God! That's the best pull we could have gotten. Yeah, we're selling him instantly. And with our newfound wealth, we upgraded Zach Martin, and we bought our new QB, Big Vince Wilfork, the fattest QB you will ever see in your life, but you best not test him, pal. And then I decided it was time to finally do some solo battles, and we grinded through those painstakingly. It was the worst time of my entire life. I never want to hear the word solo battle again. But doing that earned us another 99 overall player upgrade token, and we were able to upgrade our Bobby Wagner to a 99 overall. We earned some more free packs like tokens. We also got some strategy items that we opened, and we bought a new left tackle, Garrett Bowles, to bolster our O-line. Then we upgraded our DeMarcus Lawrence up to a 97 overall, and I bought some players to make some sets so we could level up our Infinite Flux Pass and earn another free pack. And we ended up making this 99 Amani Hooker, but we're literally just going to sell him right back. I was just making it for the field pass. And then we opened a draft pack and pulled this 97 overall Xavier Worthy, so we were able to sell ours and keep the B&D one. And all of those upgrades we made on day 3 got us to a 97 overall, leaving us with just 2 challenges left, winning a Super Bowl and, of course, getting to 1 million coins. But we'll have to do that tomorrow. And going into day 4 was when I made a massive decision. I felt like our team was ready to take on the Super Bowl challenge. So instead of building our team for another 3 days, I decided we would head into head-to-head regular seasons immediately. Our Super Bowl run was right now. Our first opponent would be a very solid one, though, as he would have a horrendous team. I'm sorry. I lied to you guys. I was joking. I'm sorry. Had to clickbait you there for a second. He has an awful team, but you never know. Some players can be really good. I was juking him out all over the place, though, and unfortunately, Tyreek Hill was dry heaving by the time he hit the 30-yard line, so we couldn't keep going. But I'd end up hitting Xavier Worthy on a first play touchdown to give us the lead. Our opponent must have been a Cowboys fan, though, because he played exactly like Dak in January, throwing the ball all over the place, getting picked off, and forcing his defense to have short fields where we would score more and more touchdowns. I'm not kidding. This guy was allergic to throwing complete passes. We kept picking him off, and we kept scoring touchdowns on the run with Xavier Worthy, who ended up scoring 3 total touchdowns in his first game on the team. The dude was an absolute baller. His final one was right here, a hat trick for the rookie, and our opponent would finally quit the game. And it was time for game 3 of the season, this time with another no money spent player. I don't know why I kept facing him, but hey, if they're going to keep throwing picks like this, send them my way. I will have a feast on all of these morons that don't know where to throw the football. We score a touchdown there. Vince Wilfork is running at a higher miles per hour than his blood pressure, and we get a great sack there, which leads to another Bobby Wagner touchdown, this time for the defense, and our opponent quits once again. An easy road to the Super Bowl so far. Our next opponent, though, would have a God squad with Michael Vick. Hide your dogs, everybody. I decided to actually do my coaching adjustments on defense this time because I was actually fearing for my life. But he came out on offense. He was running the ball. He was starting to do really good. He almost picked up a first down. That's more than our last 2 opponents could say. But Bobby Wagner with another turnover. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. Once we returned it, this dude gave up instantly. Another peer has conceded the game, heading into the final game of the regular season against Andrew Luck. We went upfield. Bo Jackson juking the left side of the field. We juke again, almost get a touchdown, but one play later we would score. Then we got a user pick with Jordan Mailata. This dude is an absolute monster. We return it for 6. Easy as that. Our opponent throws another blind ball, and Kyle Pitts sends Michael Vick packing back home. The playoffs are here, gentlemen. 3 wins, and we are Super Bowl champions. Our opponent, Lamar Jackson. And this would go down as one of the toughest Madden games I have ever played in my entire life. We'd start off the drive great, though. Bo Jackson for a first down. We'd get downfield, get a huge run-in with Vince Wilfork, almost into the end zone, and then we'd score with Bo Jackson to take the lead. Our opponent was not going away, though, like the last few guys. He was juking all over the field with Too Tall Jones. He kept breaking tackles with Rack 'em Up, and it took forever to actually finally pursue him down and get the tackle on him. He broke like 7 tackles that play, like prime Marshawn. He'd then score a play later, and we had a tie game going into the second quarter. I ended up throwing a pick. Eric Dickerson would run it in for 6, and we'd be down for the first time in this series. I was not going to give up that easily, though. Mama did not raise a quitter, boys, at least in Madden, of course. I'm a Madden YouTuber for a reason, you know. But we kept driving upfield. Got to the 2-minute warning. We'd hit the RPO to Xavier Worthy, and he would get his 4th touchdown of the series so far. Our opponent came back, though, 26 seconds on the clock, and he'd score a touchdown of his own. With 15 seconds, we throw it deep to Bo Jackson. He goes all the way down the field, and we are out at about the 14-yard line. We roll left. We missed the throw. I ended up sending it with 0 seconds left. We score a touchdown with Xavier Worthy, our MVP of the offense so far in this series. Halftime, it is 21-21. He comes out in the second half, and he gets another Eric Dickerson touchdown. This was an unbelievable one. I was about to bite my controller in half. I'm not even kidding. Regardless, though, we come back out on offense. We have to stay in this game. Bo Jackson carrying the squad. Xavier Worthy carrying the squad. Everybody on the team is doing incredible, but me. Joe Walt with the interception. An offensive lineman picked me off. I may be calling the hotline soon, but not today, boys. We go up. We get a user pick with Jordan Mailata to bring us back into the game. I may have messed up last time, but right now, I feel like a god. We run it back for 6. We have a tie game once again. I go for 2. We don't get it. And we are down 1 point going into the fourth quarter in one of the most intense games of my life. Our opponent comes back out. He's throwing dots all over the field, left and right. He keeps getting first downs off of those corner routes. RPOs are doing everything for him, and we cannot tackle Harold Carmichael. 3 minutes left in the game. He is going to be up, but not by 8 because he misses his point after. Coming out on the field, big Vince Wilfork. This man has more gravitational pull than the sun, and we are going to let him carry us to victory if we can score here. Rolling out to the left, touchdown wide open, and the throw is missed. On 4th and 10, this is for the entire game and the series. We have another man wide open. Vince hits the throw. Sun God first down. Xavier Worthy gets a catch. Xavier Worthy gets smoked. He survives. I think he's alive. He's not able to speak, but he can make a couple of noises. 2 minutes left in the game for all the marbles, boys. All right, we need the dub here, boys. We need the freaking dub here. Jackson wide open. If we score here, we're going for 2. I'm telling you guys that right now. If we score here, we're going for 2. This guy's offense has been way too freaking good. I cannot stop him. We'd have to play perfect football here, and he can't stop Bo freaking Jackson, baby. If we score, we're going for 2. It's as simple as that, man. I cannot stop this guy's offense whatsoever. I need to bet on my offense and not my defense because my defense is cheeks. And we'd keep chewing clock, throwing it to Bo Jackson in the red zone. First down, first down, first down, first down. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And with 19 seconds, Vince Wilfork for all the money in the world. Come on, Vince. Let's go, baby. We need to go for 2. We're going for 2. I do not care. We have to. This is for the win, baby. This was the most intense Madden moment I think I've ever had. This entire series was leading up to this right here. Easy. Let's go! 1 stop and we win. 1 stop and we win. 16 seconds, 3 timeouts. Oh my gosh. This is one of the craziest games I've ever played in my life. Up 1 with our opponent having an unstoppable offense. This is what happened. Oh, we won! We won! We won! We won! Oh my God, we won! We won! We won! We won! Let's go, baby! That was one of the hardest games I've ever played in my life. That was one of the hardest games I've ever played in my life. We are in the Super Bowl, boys. Let's go. We're using our training, our 600,000 training, because if we win the Super Bowl here, the video's over, so we may as well do it. Something good, please, 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 please. Wide receiver Ed too tall. Let's go, boys. Oh my God, the luck has been crazy on this account. And during our games, all of our cards sold, and we are now not millionaires, boys. Meaning we completed that challenge. We have a lot of upgrades to make in just a minute for our big game. 2 epic option packs. Let's just see what we get. We're going Pro Max Fantasies. They're my favorite packs in the game. Oh, baby, give me something good. Give me a great pull. Great pull. 93 overall. It's not too bad. Juwan Johnson, that's kind of bad. Gronk middle linebacker. I wish it was the golden ticket. That would have been way cooler. Give me something nice, something nice, something nice. There's a 93 plus in here. I want to see something insane. AKA, please, Aqib Talib or something. Icky Woods, how many times do I need to pull him, bro? A couple of red zone packs. Lamar Jackson, 96 overall. Oh my gosh, that's an incredible pull. And we'd run through the rest of the packs that we had remaining from winning some of our playoff games, get a couple of set tokens, and then we would finally finish it off by getting this token pack here. Rashad Jones, Tariq Woolen, Patrick Willis. Oh my gosh, there's some nice cards in here. Oh my gosh, this pack is great. It may be stupid, but we're going Tariq Woolen. He's 6'4". He's got incredible stats. He has really good abilities. And we'd start buying incredible players like Eric Dickerson, Bruce Irvin, Cameron Jordan, Derek Brooks, and Troy Polamalu. And then we'd use that token we earned earlier from the solos for Ring of Honor to upgrade Eric Dickerson and give him an always active X Factor. And we'd upgrade the rest of our new players, giving them always on X Factors or any X Factors that we could and the best abilities in the game. And we'd spend the rest of our coins on one more gamble. One more 97 plus theme team all-star player before we get into our Super Bowl. Let's see if we can get a 99 or something. Come on, 99, 99, 99, 99. We got Frank Ragnow, left outside linebacker. Actually a nasty card, but I don't really care to have it. Here it was, a week of preparation to win the Super Bowl, boys. All right, boys, our Super Bowl. No clue who we're about to be facing. No clue what kind of players they have. I think I see Tony Gonzalez, but I'm not really sure. One win away from glory, boys. One win. After that last game, I'm more confident than ever. That was the best game we've ever played to end a game, so we'll see, man. We'll see. And everything started coming together. That's a touchdown to start the Super Bowl. No, it's not. How did 99 speed get caught up to? That's kind of wild, huh? I wanted this to be the drive of my life, the greatest Madden drive I've ever had, and Xavier Worthy was balling out like he had been the entire series. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Does he not have 99 speed players? And one play later, Easiest touchdown of my life. Let's go. We're up in the Super Bowl. And with our opponent getting into our red zone and going for on 4th and goal with 3 minutes left in the second quarter, we would have a great defensive stand. Good. Let's go, baby. Turnover on downs. But not all stories end with fairy book endings, boys. We desynced in the middle of our Super Bowl run. I'm sick to my stomach if that gave me a loss. But we would get the loss. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, we're just gonna go into a regular game and pretend it's our Super Bowl since we literally just got desynced. I think that's pretty fair. Thank you for agreeing. And our opponent wouldn't exactly have a God Squad. Of course, this is the guy we play right afterwards, dude. Oh my gosh. I tell you what, win or lose this game, we get 2,000 likes in this video. I'm giving away a copy regardless because this is just such a weird thing that just happened. I have no explanation. I have no words. But this is our Super Bowl, kind of. And it's kind of like he was wanting us to win the game, honestly. And we get a user pick first play. Dude, like, what are the odds, man? I didn't even bait him into that. I didn't think he was going to throw that ball. This guy's going to quit fast, too, now. Oh, my gosh. Why couldn't this been our Super Bowl without me getting freaking booted off the internet or whatever the heck just happened to me, dude? And here we were in our fake Super Bowl, going for 2 against an awful team and getting all kinds of ridiculous interceptions. And unfortunately, the one thing I wanted this team to get was the confetti falling on their heads and us getting to say we're going to Disneyland while holding the Lombardi trophy. But unfortunately, this would happen next. Oh my gosh, bro. Well, I have no words. We won the Super Bowl, I guess. That sucks so badly, though, that we got kicked out of that last one after scoring, dude. I'm so sick to my stomach. I've got a lot of work to do because I now have to build this team out over the next month, so I will get back to you guys when that time comes. Have notifications on so you don't miss it, and click right here to watch the first 24 hours to see exactly how I built this team from scratch for free. I'll see you there in just a second.